Good afternoon, this is Jacob Wheeler with Red Rock Roofing Standing for Greatness. We're on the roof of 1108 doing a quick roof inspection today. We are starting on the second story, so I will be starting from on top of the roof. First thing that we always want to look at when we're basically diagnosing a roof such as this is basically taking a look into your gutter system. As you see in your gutter system here, you're actually seeing a pretty consistent sand-like substance in the gutter system all throughout. What this is actually granule loss from your shingles coming down the system and into your gutters, clogging that up. Now, it's not so clogged up that I think it's a big concern for your gutters. However, it is giving us an example of the wear and tear of your roof. So that's something to point out. Next thing we want to look at is basically signs and indicators of hail damage up on this roof. So the first thing we look at is what's called soft collateral damage on the soft metals. So what you see here is I actually went ahead and chalked up this turtle vent just so you can see those indications a little bit better, and we are seeing some of those signs. Next thing we're going to look for is what's called spalling hits, indications that hail has actually hit the shingles, dislodging that granule surface, showing that fiberglass underlayment underneath. At this time, I actually give your roof a pass for that. However, in regards to the roof, there are a couple of red flags that we do want to still talk about while we're up here. The first thing that I notice is your ventilation system as a whole. If you look on your roof, you'll see that you really don't have any vents on the roof except for on this one side here. You do have a total of 6 turtle vents, which is an outdated ventilation system from the 90s, but they're all on just one surface and they're not very spread apart, unlike standard, which would be like, for example, your neighbors over there where you see about 2 to 3 feet separation of each one and on more than one face of the roof. The next thing I want to point out to you, another concern, is I am seeing different kinds of mechanical damage, such as this, where chunks of the actual shingle have been ripped out. So that's a concern as well. And then lastly, I want to point out to you our exposed nail heads. Anytime you have exposed nail heads, this is just a great place for water to migrate through and eventually can lead to leaking, and that's something we don't want to have. All in all, I do give this roof overall a pass. However, I do think that it's about time to start thinking about your future of your roof in the next 5 years. Jacob Wheeler, Standing for Greatness with Red Rock Roofing.